Hey guys, so 2020 is over. God, so many memories. So many memories. All work and no play makes Jack a fucking miserable bastard. Anyway, one thing that kept me going throughout 2020 was the amazing albums that came out, and I thought I would list my top 20 albums of 2020. Now, before I start, let me just say if your album that you like doesn't happen to be in this list, don't have a hissy fit. It's my opinion. There's a good chance I've probably just not heard the album. So if you feel the need to let me know which album I should have heard, leave it in the comments. Anyway, let's start with number 20, which is Biffy Clyro, A Celebration of Ending. Yeah, this is just a nice, fun, light album. It has that patented Biffy Clyro sound. Yeah. Sorry, my Alexa just went off. My girlfriend's already annoying me as soon as I start the video. Anyway, yeah, Biffy Clyro at number 20. At 19 is Avatar with Hunter Gatherer. Now this had some, very powerful and memorable songs, but it also has some stuck in the ear songs and some bits that you just can't ever forget, like that bloody whistle. If you've heard the album, you know what whistle I'm on about. But yeah, number 19. 18 is Sepultura with Quadra. This is probably their best album they've had in bloody years. The only reason it's this low is because it came out quite early in the year, and there's been a lot of music since, so I haven't really heard it as much as I could have recently. So that's the only reason it's down there. Otherwise, a fantastic album. Yeah, great comeback. 17 is Poppy with I Disagree, which I did not see coming. I expected to hate this album or just have no real feelings towards it other than why am I listening to this, but actually very enjoyable. Kind of a mix between Pretty Reckless and Baby Metal. Probably as accurate as I can think of for a crossover, but yeah, Poppy, I Disagree. 16, Ozzy Osbourne, Ordinary Man. Now I love Ozzy. Obviously, I would have seen him live in 2020, but sadly that couldn't happen. But he did release an album, and it was good. It sounded quite fresh for Ozzy. I was expecting much worse when I heard that he was recording a full album for the first time in fucking God knows how long. But yeah, actually pretty bloody good. 15 is Bring Me the Horizon with Post-Human Survival Horror. I know it's only an EP, but it's still noteworthy. I had to include it, so I thought I'll put it in number 15. Although I do hate this song with Amy Lee. I'm sorry, I just did not like that song. Whatever it was called, the long title, you know which one. Anyway, but yeah, all the other songs were decent. Number 14, Trivium with What the Dead Men Say. This was like a perfect follow-up to The Sin and the Sentence, so they're on a hot streak right now, so looking forward to the next album, guys. 13, and a very surprising entry, is The Killers with Imploding the Mirage. I loved The Killers when they first came out. I loved their first two albums, and I loved Sawdust, which was like covers and B-sides and remixes. I've not really liked anything since then. So this was a surprise that I like this as much as I do. It's up there as one of their best albums in the top 3. Sorry, I had to put my thumb there. An alarm's going off. Got to do the bins. Anyway, yeah, really good. Yeah. What was I going to just about say? Yeah, second to last song, one of the best Killer songs I've ever heard. Anyway, fantastic. Number 12 is Mr. Bungle with The Raging Wrath of the Easter Bunny demo. I know it was recorded in the 80s. This is like a re-recording, but it still fucking kicks ass. And having bloody Anthrax and Slayer teaming up to help you, with Dave and Scott, yeah, you can't really go wrong. Number 11 is Palais Royale, The Bastards. This is their best and most diverse album up to date. It shows why, they are becoming, the new hot band. Like I say, I've seen them live, very good. They've been releasing a lot of music, a lot of singles this year, and they're just going up and up. So yeah, can't wait for the next album. Right at the halfway mark, at number 10 is Havoc with 5. Great album, instantly loved it when I put it in my CD player. Yeah, what can I say? Could have been higher, I guess, but there's been, so much competition in 2020 that I put it in the halfway mark, but yeah, fucking awesome anyway. Number 9 is Code Orange with Underneath. I was actually expecting, just a run-of-the-mill metalcore band, and instead, I got one of the most experimental albums I've heard this year. Very, post-rock, very heavy industrial metal, all sorts in there. Very exciting, yeah. I'd never listened to a Code Orange album before, but this one got me interested. So look forward to the follow-up, because this was nothing like any of their previous albums from what I've heard. So yeah, I hope they keep going in this direction of, not trying to just keep to one lane and, do what everyone else is doing, Be yourselves, be exciting. At 8 is Warbringer with Weapons of Tomorrow. God, this was an instant classic to me. Immediately, I headbanged the fuck out of this album. Great stuff. Easily their best album to date. Can't wait for the next. Number 7 is Sodom, Genesis 19. Now, the reason this is only at number 7 is because honestly I've only heard the album once all the way through. In fact, I did a reaction on this channel not long ago. Hopefully I'll remember to put a little clicky thing up there so you can view it. But yeah, awesome album. This kicks ass. But like I said, I've only heard it the one time from start to finish, so I can't put it higher than the next load of albums. I hope you understand. Anyway, this album's awesome. At 6 is Bury Tomorrow, Cannibal. Now this is probably one of the most played albums of that year. Yeah. Just check it. One of two, I think. One of two. But yeah, this was an exceptional album. So dark, so fucking catchy at the same time. Just breath of fresh air for me. Love this album. Fucking awesome. Now we made it to the top 5. This was very difficult to do. Any one of them could have been number 1. Really, in theory, but I've had to order it. So starting at number 5, it's Deftones with OMS. Fantastic album. Every time I hear it, it gets better and better. And since when I first heard it, I hadn't actually listened to any of the Deftones catalogue. And I still liked it anyway, but then going through their catalogue, this just made this album improve and improve and improve. And I caught all the little things that I didn't hear on the first few plays, all the intricacies and add-ons and how they've evolved. And this is just like one big collage of look at what we've done throughout the years, how we've improved upon it, got rid of the bits that didn't work, put in new bits, and kept the good stuff in. Here it is, OMS. Awesome album. Number 4 is Lamb of God with their self-titled album and best album in years and longest waited album in years as well. And I also had this pegged at possibly being album of the year for me, but it's only made it to number 4. That's how good 2020 has been for music. But yeah, still fucking headbang the fuck out of this in my car every time I go to work, pretty much. Love this album. Love it to death. Really hope they release another album within the next, let's say, 3 years. I don't think that's too much to ask for. Come on, Lamb of God, you can do it. Number 3 is Dark Tranquillity with their album Moment. And what can I say? This is probably musically the most beautiful album on my list. And it also sounds like they've kind of gone back in time a bit. I'm getting more 90s era of Dark Tranquillity. Very beautiful songwriting, very melodic, but also kick-ass drums and some awesome guitar riffs in there. Yeah, this is just a beautiful, beautiful album. Number 3. At number 2 is another album that I had pegged as being my album of the year, but it's just missed the mark. It is Testament with their album Titans of Creation. Whenever people ask me, why do you like Testament? I used to say, listen to Brotherhood of the Snake, First Strike is Deadly, and The New Order. Now I can also add in Titans of Creation, because this is up there. This is one of their best albums in years as well. And what can I say other than please release another album soon. Come on, Shock. Your vocals are still so fucking good. And at number 1, it's probably the album that represents the year 2020 the best. That is Napalm Death's Throes of Joy and the Jaws of Defeatism. It's powerful and broody and dynamic, hard-hitting. It punches you in the guts and never stops until you're just on your knees praying for more. It beats you till you love it. God damn it. This is my favourite album of 2020. It's fucking beautiful. In a Napalm Death kind of way. Just like it's sort of melodic, but in a Napalm Death kind of way. I know there's people out there that could hear this album and go, melodic? There's no melody in this. Oh, that's not real music. Oh, excuse me, I'm going to sniff my own fart. But yeah, this album surprised me because I never would have had Napalm Death pegged at being my album of 2020. As much as I love Napalm Death, I've always thought, I don't think they've got much left in them. This is a band that's always been up there in terms of one of the best grindcore, but in terms of just metal, I don't know. Never been a massive fan. Obviously I love Scum, but that's a completely different band to what Napalm Death is now. That's like 30 years ago. But yeah, this album kicked all kinds of ass. I've got whiplash to this day from the first time that I listened to the album. Every time I listen to the album, I need a neck brace, pretty much. I like to go on long walks at night listening to music. It's hard to do that with this without getting complaints of just waking people up, because when you sing along, you belt it out. You can't help it. This is a glorious album, and that's my number 1 for 2020. Please like and subscribe if you want more similar related stuff, and let me know in the comments. Do you agree, disagree, and add any albums that I've not mentioned, whether I don't like them or just haven't heard it yet? I don't know. You'll find out. Anyway, come on 2021. Be a good year for not just music. Please. I can't stand more lockdowns. April's so far away.